Ghouls, 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 ghouls. These things are everywhere. Having explored what was beyond the last door in order, 20 Mercedes, and ghouls, I'm moving backwards in order to see what the middle door may have to offer. I wonder what happens with those skeletons once defeated. I mean, do they lie around for a bit and then get back up, or are they turned into permanent piles of bone? Right, let's see what's in here then. Some Evil Dead. You're not really on quite the same level as most of the other opponents in this area, I'm afraid. And here we have these stairs up. Let's head on up and see what else this dungeon has to offer. Sphinxes, apparently. I will admit that when these sphinxes first appeared, I was worried that they would be quite a lot more powerful than they turned out to be. There we go. And here is me being an idiot. Going into my inventory specifically to drop a flash to pick up a flash. Riddle me this, sphinxes. What's red and dead all over? You. Odin has a mid-dungeon snack, and we end up falling down to the last level. Crap. To call those pits dick moves in a vertically aligned dungeon is an understatement. Especially since there is literally no way of knowing that there will be one. So whether or not you end up falling down a level is entirely down to luck. Man, these corridors are crowded, aren't they? we're back out, and seeing as there was nothing in that room, we can safely assume that that was the 20 Meseta treasure chest room. So, heading back to the middle door again. As soon as we dispatch these evil dead in our path. And here we go. But before that, let's check out the third room, because I am curious what's in there. It would be very much like this game to have 3 doors with one a pitiful 20 Meseta chest, one the stairs up, and the third something else. But it turns out that there are actually stairs up here as well. And we come face to face with the first non-undead enemy. Android police officers, but those do not appear to be androids at all. However, androids or not, they definitely hit like Robocop. And that right there is just utter bullshit. The wall went down the next phase after it went up. It wasn't attacked, there wasn't an end of a turn, nothing. It just ceased to exist immediately. And Noah and Odin are then unceremoniously gunned down. Right. With 2 of our comrades dead and the survivors being down to 1/3 of their max hit points, there is really not much to do here except run away. Quickly healing up a bit, and then off we go. Only to realize that the last church we visited was on Motavia. This is basically me again proving that I am a complete and utter idiot. So, off we go again, I suppose. Let's head back to Kemenei for the first time in a while and visit our best of friends. Oh, how we love you, Swallow. Next up, let us visit the local stores and see if we can't purchase something of use. For a moment I hesitate whether to buy that ceramic shield, but I decide against it, seeing as, well, there are better upgrades around. Let's make the Kemenei to Zion walk for the first time in, well, something like 4 game hours, I think. Now, see, if Odin had been the first to attack, this fight would have been over in half the time. But something I realized quickly when being ambushed by these hilariously large group of swarms is that Odin has a tendency to always attack last. So, our inventory is full, so off to the second-hand store we go to sell off the useless stuff. There we go, and back into the armor store. Yes, I would like 2 suits of Zir armor. Zirconium, maybe? I have no idea. There, that should give Odin at least a smidge more survivability. His defense is still pathetically low though. And back into the second-hand shop to sell off the old equipment. Barely worth the time, seeing as this guy drives one hell of a bargain. Well, there we go. Let's check with the local NPCs if there are any news. The cave called Norla, yes, I am aware of that. You have told me about the cave of Norla before. Which is interesting enough, seeing as Cyan is the second town you reach in the game, and the cave of Norla, I honestly haven't even had access to it yet. Despite being well past half max level and having defeated several bosses and... never mind. Let's just hop onto our hovercraft and see if we can make our way back to that island. But not before being ambushed by a wyvern. I thought wyvern lived in forests, not in the middle of the sea. I mean, honestly, if I was a winged snake, I would probably stay over land just to be safe. I mean, what if your wings get tired? I suppose they float, but seems risky what with all the hovering shellfish and angry octopus and stuff. A last minute heal spell to ensure that everyone is in tip-top shape, and then I forget to actually get off and I have to go back into the inventory. There we go, disembarked and ready for a second try at this mysterious dungeon of the undead. So let's save our game here, and then I'm off to get some more painkillers.